Good afternoon, good evening and good morning to all you people out there in the gaming community. It is Lady Sinister here, bringing you some Battlefield 4 gameplay and a commentary. And my commentary today is going to be this: should developers listen to their consumer base and focus groups? Now, I wanted to bring you an example of an interview done by IGN at E3, and it's from the senior gameplay designer Andreas Olshavons from Machine Games for Wolfenstein. And basically I'm just going to play the clip for you and I'll talk about it afterwards.
Do you ever find it difficult to make audiences and focus groups and people you're working with connect with BJ because they can't see him, or is there some way around that through just having it cutscenes or conversation?
First, we don't care about focus groups. We do the
Give me a high five. I like this guy a lot.
We make the best game that we want to play.
So the question was, do you find it hard to make people, for example, focus groups connect to the character? Direct quote being, "We don't care about focus groups. We make the best game we want to play." So what do you guys think? Do you think developers should listen to their consumer base and focus groups? Or do you think they should be like Andreas and have a single-minded view that they just want to develop a game that they would like to play and not care about what the consumer base and focus groups are saying? In my view, that's a very foolish way of thinking in a business stance, because as a publisher you are going to want to make money, and there's no point in actually spending out and developing a game and publishing a game that in actual fact the community, the market base, is looking in a completely different direction. You know, that's how marketing works. You put out your feelers, you see what is working, isn't working, and you develop a game in that kind of the way the market is flowing. That's how it works. So as a developer, to be single-minded and to say, I don't care what the market says, I want to make this game, so therefore I'm going to make this game. And the thing is everybody has different opinions and different likes and stuff. I agree. Not everybody is going to like their game. So maybe take on board all negative things, but if something is clearly wrong with the mechanisms of the game, like for example Assassin's Creed 3. Now, I love Assassin's Creed, the whole entire series, and in Assassin's Creed 3 the developers decided to bring in a new direction to the game and decided to bring in the fact that you could drive ships. You know, in Assassin's Creed 3, the mechanism of the actual game, the playing of it, it was really clunky, it was really difficult, and it was really frustrating because the mechanism of the game just didn't work. And as a player, it was really frustrating for me to constantly fail, not due to my own ability, but because of the mechanism of the game. Go fast forward to Black Flag, the mechanism for actually driving the boat is fantastic. So they obviously took away what the consumers said and actually improved their game. And that's the way that I see it, as a good way of, as a developer, as a publisher, you listen to your consumer base, you listen to constructive criticism. Because let's face it, look, there's trolls out there, there are people that are just going to bash a game because, I don't know, it's not Call of Duty, or it's not Battlefield, or it's not Titanfall, or it's not this, or it's not that, oh, it's not League of Legends, it's not, do you know, there are people who are fanboys of one single game, and if it's not that game, it's not even worth, you know, putting into their console or downloading on their PC. So, you know, you get those kind of people out there, and, you know, I think that developers should just, you know, kind of filter out the comments and just take constructive criticism from their fans of the game as well. I'm going to use Call of Duty as a example in, I don't know, where I could see good things of developers listening to their consumer base and bad things about developers listening to their consumer base. Now, I was watching Mr. Oneway's video and he made a good point about the COD community, because the COD community are constantly complaining. You know, with Black Ops 2, the game was too fast. With lightweight and everything else, people complained that the players moved too fast. In Call of Duty Ghosts, the pace of the game has been slowed incredibly. So, and people are still not happy with that. In Black Ops 2, it took forever to kill someone. You could, you know, use a mag or two to actually kill that one person. In Call of Duty Ghosts, now people complain that people die too quickly. You die too quickly. So, you know, about, you know, nerf the PDW, and then when it gets nerfed, it's like, oh, you know, the PDW is horrible. You know, the Call of Duty community constantly complains. So should the developers actually constantly listen to everything that people who have a YouTube channel say? Or even a Twitter? Should they listen to every single person? Because there's people out there who hate snipers and want snipers completely out the game. But then those people who are snipers, they like playing with snipers, and they necessarily want SMGs out of the game. You know, you got people who are shotgunners. They, you know, hate SMG players. You know, SMG players hate shotgunners. You know, and snipers hate shotgunners. So, you know, everybody has their own style of playing, and they all seem to hate each other. So should the developers listen to that kind of thing, or should they, you know, just listen, you know, like I said, sort of filter things through? My example as well is from, you know, a community manager point of view. David Vonderhaar last year, he took a lot of flack, and he pretty much answered everybody. When he nerfed the snipers, he had death threats against his own family and himself. He took a lot of crap last year. But yet, on the other hand, you got Tina this year, who, if you say even constructive criticism against the game Ghost, she will block you. So, which is better? Do you single-handedly, like Andreas and Tina, turn around and go, no, I'm not listening to anybody unless you're saying good about my game? Or should they be more like David Vonderhaar and listen to focus groups, try and take in as much, you know, as the consensus out there, and try to improve things? Because we have no idea, Treyarch might come back with a better game from what people have said. You never know. You never know what the games and the developers are doing until a game comes out. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that developers should literally be single-handedly saying, no, I don't care? Because me personally, I think there is a middle ground. I think if you filter out a lot of nonsense, you can actually see constructive criticism from fans. Like, I'm a fan of Battlefield. I love playing Battlefield. But, you know, I tweet Battlefield a lot. My friends tweet Battlefield about actual things that are wrong with the game, to EA and to Battlefield themselves. You know, and I will happily admit it's a broken game and there are things wrong with it. And I'm a genuine fan of Battlefield. I love Battlefield. I love playing it. You know, but to improve my experience, I'm hoping that EA and Battlefield actually try to do things to improve their game and make it a better experience for me. So if Battlefield and EA actually turn around and said, no, we don't care what you think, then that is what will turn me off of the game in itself. Because I'll be like, if you don't care what I think as a consumer, then I don't care to buy your product. That's just the way that I am. So what do you guys think? Are you kind of in that way? Because, you know, I'm very much like that. I have a boycott standpoint on a few products because I don't like the way that their company is run. So, you know, for me, I always feel like if I'm spending at least £60, £50 on a game, I want the developer to listen to what I'm saying, because I'm the one out of pocket to buy this game. So if I'm not happy, then I am turned off of that company, off of that game, and I will not continue to buy that game or that product anymore, or use that company. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm sure this is going to be a great topic for you guys in the comment section. And I hope Andreas, honestly, I hope Andreas eats his words in this interview, because, you know, I would hate to think that people go out there and actually buy this game and don't realise that he doesn't even give a shit about what you think. So I really hope he ends up eating his words and regrets ever saying those things in that interview. So let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.
I don't drink, I swear, I don't rat my hair, I get ill from one cigarette. Keep your filthy paws off my